damn, I look aged. I've been doing so much deep shadow work. It's like it's fucking aging me, my nigga. So like, I've made a very interesting realization today, and I am so proud of myself for this realization. Because this is a grown-up realization. Like this is like, oh, this is real consciousness shit. This is like, oh my god, that's a connection I did not see coming, and I made it myself. So I didn't read it in a textbook. I saw this shit firsthand, and I was out in the field. So, real nigga shit, bro. So this is the realization. Most people, when they are dating, that is actually a facade. Like they're not actually dating with what they're not doing what they say they're doing. It's actually like it's sort of the same thing of someone like screaming, "Yo, I'm about to make a layup" as they like pass you the ball. It's a gaslight. Like they're double speaking. There's like a lot of people say like, "Hey, I'm in a relationship. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for this." No, you're not. No, they're not. It's bullshit. Most of the time, it's bullshit. Um, when someone, I mean, it depends on the person, obviously. There's a lot of real love out here, but trust me when I say this, that it's actually way more common that someone is just trying to recreate an emotional state that they felt when they were young that made them feel safe than they are actually trying to build a relationship. Like, this is the realization. You have to realize that when you're young and you form like energetic bonds that make you feel safe, you can get locked into those bonds as like your ultimate form of safety, especially if you don't learn new ones. Like like you want like if you were young and all you could do to like feel good was watch television, then when you get older, you'll find yourself watching television not out of nostalgia, but because it makes you feel safe. You know, it's the same idea. But the thing is, what do you do when that happens? When the thing that makes you feel safe is a sort of relationship dynamic. So this is what I discovered that a lot of people when they go out to date people, on the surface it looks like they're looking for love or they're looking for a connection. But in reality, they're actually looking for someone that replicates an energetic reality that they experienced when they were younger. And that energetic reality was just so comforting and safe at the time that now that they're older, they want to go back to it. And it's absolutely fucking mind blowing when you realize that. Because like I'm watching Love's Temptation. Hello, Saif Farmer. Nice to meet you. Today we're talking about relationships and relationship dynamics. So strap in, my nigga. Oh damn, a lot of people just popped in. See, this is what YouTube does. YouTube just scoops up like a bunch of people like fucking ice and just like drizzles them in your fucking live. Like, hello, 11 people. Happy Monday, Daniel. You know. And so like I don't know how long these people are gonna be here. Like I actually like wonder. Like I think they're probably gonna like dip in the next like 2 seconds. Cause like this is what YouTube does. YouTube just plays with motherfuckers. Like it will legitimately summon like 25 motherfuckers out of nowhere. Half these niggas. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will make a piano song in your name, Sai Farmer. Famer. Sai Famer. I don't know how to pronounce that, but lovely. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, this truth is actually my fucking mind blowing. It means that like when you watch someone go through a relationship struggle, the reason they're going through that struggle is because that struggle was the natural enemy of their state when they were younger. Airsoft Arsenal. Thank you, Airsoft Arsenal. Pleasure to meet you. Like for instance, like a lot of people when they were younger, they would like play cards with their friends, right? That's something they did. So what's the feeling of playing cards? Like trading something, community, a sense of like having something rare that they could give to someone else, and sort of thing. So when they get older, instead of trading cards, they might just like compare fantasy football teams with their boys. You know, that's what they do to feel safe. And so why do these safe havens break down though is my question. And I think the answer lies in the fact that whatever was the natural enemy of it when you were younger is going to be the natural enemy of it now, right? So fantasy football, you want to do that with your boys, you want to talk about that with your boys. What is the thing that's going to like disrupt that sequence you're having with your friends? Thank you. I would appreciate a like. What's the thing that's gonna interrupt that natural sequence? Um, hmm. Authority, right? Teachers, a principal coming in and telling you to put your cards away, a parent telling you to put your cards away. And so, what do you have in a lot of relationships? A lot of relationships is a lot of women telling men to get over the things they enjoy doing. Why is that? Because it's a replication of the thing that happened when they were younger. It's a reiteration. Because it seems that like humanity, we can't get over things until we consciously recognize them. Confirmation. You can't actually solve karma until you recognize that you're in a karmic cycle. Like you can't. It's just impossible, bro. Like you can't actually heal yourself until you realize that you need to be healed. Like you can't go out into the world and have an experience that somehow fixes something inside of you. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible. Like you have to realize it on your own. You have to come to that realization that, oh my god, maybe I'm repeating patterns from the past. And like once you realize that, then you kind of start to realize like, holy shit, like this life shit is actually like way more complicated than I originally thought. Like because the boomers in our generation were taught a very limited perception of the world. You got to understand that boomers were taught a world where they perceived that the best way to get ahead was to be obedient. That was their shit. They were like, all right, if I'm obedient and I follow the rules, then I will get success. I'll get a woman. I'll get a job. I get a wife. I get this. I get that. And what did that do for them? It did a lot of great things. The boomers had a great economy for a lot of it, and then they got fucked over in other parts. But the boomers were doing their thing, and their society functioned. But what happens when you turn the 21st century? We have the Gen Xers, Gen Y, Gen Z, and now we got like the new gen motherfuckers. I don't know what the latest generation is called. 2000, harmonic convergence happening in 2012. All these energies start entering the planet, and now people are questioning themselves. But I forgot how I got to this point. I thought you're a little scrambled because it's just so much energy is coming through me. But um, yeah, like it's really interesting. As a human being, we don't get over like if we don't realize things, we don't get over them. Like realization and enlightenment is the key to freedom. Like if you don't know you're doing the pattern, you can't stop it. Like you can't stop it unless you know you're doing it. And you can create patterns without ever consciously thinking of them. Just from like harmonic imprint, like energetic imprinting, like just following a rhythm of people around you. Like isn't that kind of terrifying that you can get lost in the crowd by just saying a couple like just by following other people. You can like pick up on their rhythm and just be lost in their rhythm and then pick up on their beliefs through that rhythm. It's crazy. Like being a human being needs a lot of consciousness because of the power that you hold just by being alive. It's kind of scary. Yeah, going through a bit of energetic sickness over here. But my nigga, like this is some real shit. And like the real niggas that need to hear this shit that are really on a spiritual journey will find this video and like will understand what the fuck I'm saying. Cause this is some real shit. Like this is some real shit. This is some real deep down spiritual shit. Every relationship, and I'll make it very very clear, just so everyone who watches this video can understand what I'm saying. Every relationship, no, let's make it like this. Most relationships at this point in 2025 are actually reflections of an energetic sequence that once brought safety, but now is your containment unit because you were unaware that this is what you're going after. Because you project a facade onto your true intentions because no one ever taught you how to be honest. Straight up, no. See, the thing about the world, if you don't learn how to be self-aware, you don't know how to be honest. You know, isn't that crazy? If you don't know how to be self-aware, you don't know how to be honest. Honesty and self-awareness are the same thing. And so many people are so dishonest because they don't know who the fuck they are. Like, how are me and you gonna have a conversation and you're gonna tell me how your day was if you don't understand how to read yourself? Like, you need to know that. That's a skill. That's something that you have to like master and put time into. And most people don't understand themselves, so that means they don't know how to be honest with themselves. They have misunderstandings about it, and they have reservations about it, and they have ideas, and they have survival tactics, and this and that. And I can't blame them, bro, because shit, no one ever taught them to do otherwise. They're scared little animals. Like, fuck you gonna do, bro? So I just wanna say that to the world that like re-examine why you're in anything. You know, because the thing, and I'll say this thing closing. Like me and my girlfriend right now, we've been going strong for 4 years. And throughout my process, it's been very intense to heal and to like understand myself in order to actually keep this person in my life. You know, I read a quote by David R. Hawkins that said that, you know, um, consciousness isn't just about like manifesting. Consciousness is about survival. Like, if you don't have consciousness, you'll manifest some bullshit into your life. And I was manifesting a lot of bullshit, and I had to actually wisen up and expand myself to actually not just destroy everything that I was creating. It's crazy. Like, I was so self-destructive. And I feel like I'm coming out of my self-destructive cycles. Because, you know, I feel like it's just not me anymore. I want to try some new stuff. And the thing is, like, this new stuff that I'm kind of heading into involves me being much more conscious than I've ever been. You know, and my being at more ease. Like, there's a point in knowledge where you actually sort of like start to relax into it. Like, it becomes peaceful. Like, it's like you know what you know. It helps you. It helps the people that it needs to be helped, and it's a great thing. Like, honestly, knowledge can really become a great thing. But it does take a while. And it's knowledge of self that's really healing. You know, now like knowledge has therapeutic effects because the universe is all you. Isn't that crazy? Like, think about that. Knowledge has therapeutic, energetic, spiritual, physical qualities. Like, knowledge is healing. Knowledge is the real healing. Honestly, knowledge is just a slowed down vibration. And that's just cracking the egg open, you know? The egg is, there's so much more to explore. And so in my relationship, I've had to sort of master the art of going inside. And what that's done for me, just to give you an example, what it looks like when you don't just project like these unconscious patterns onto your partner, it starts to look like you just start to fall in love with your partner again and again and again and again. Like, because the truth is, like, when you love someone the first time and you realize you love them, that love doesn't ever go away. Like, it doesn't ever die. Truly, it's there forever. It's eternal. But the reason people think it goes away is because they cover it up with all types of bullshit that they're unconsciously projecting onto it. And so they're able to. It's still there, but like it's so like distorted that it doesn't look that the same anymore. So you don't even recognize it as love. But it's still love. It's just like you need some wise guy like me to point it out and like put the pieces back together. And so it's allowed me to look at my girlfriend's soul and see her on a deeper level rather than just see her as just some shoddy. Like, she's like a whole universe in and of herself, and I just grateful I get to experience that, and grateful I get to contribute to that. You know, because the real beauty of being a creative being is creating and giving to your creations. That's what's beautiful about life. But we've been taught to see love as how the other person makes you feel. That's not true love. That's sort of like that's reflective affection, right? It's your own self-love being reflected in another person. Because no one can actually make you feel anything. They can only make you feel what you already feel. You just have to. But do you know that you're feeling that? And that's where the struggle lies for a lot of people. Do you know that you're feeling that? And so, um, and so, like, if love isn't about how the other person makes you feel, then love is about recognizing the gift of existence with this person. Like, that's what you realize. You recognize the gift of, like, you recognize the gift of existence. That is really love. You know, seeing because everyone is extremely impactful. We have just like decided to collectively turn off our brains and eyes and just accept that some people aren't as beautiful and as amazing as we think they are. But in truth, everyone's beautiful and gorgeous and shining and evolving all the time. And like it only takes about a consciousness at level 400, 500 to see that. That's achievable for anyone. Anyone can do that. Anyone can climb the whole scale. Anyone can do it. But it will you? That's the real question. Because I love that woman so much now. Like cheating is not even like something I would think of doing. Because cheating only makes sense if I don't like what I have. But it's like I enjoy what I have. Like it's fun. Like it's great. Like why would I ever cheat? It's actually kind of silly. And so you start to see that cheating itself, for the most part, is usually just chasing after a fantasy. That a fantasy of safety that you think you can recreate with another person, but you have to recreate it within yourself. You have to find it within yourself at least. And I still have a little bit of work to do. I can feel it. There's some tension right here, some tension in my shoulder. These are all energy fields that I'm feeling, and I can sense that there's probably 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of beliefs in there that still need to be processed, and that's the thing. We're on a journey here, and this journey just keeps expanding. This is a journey within yourself. This is a crazy place, but in yourself is larger than any planet. Your internal world is larger than any universe. Like you'll be doing shadow work forever. So maybe that's what the next episode's gonna be about. Hello, Sai fam. But I'm about to end it. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you guys.